10 countries kicking out immigrants in 2024. The shocking truth behind mass deportations. Welcome to Wonder World Network. Immigration has historically been a fundamental aspect of global mobility. Nevertheless, evolving political, economic, and social dynamics are prompting significant policy alterations globally. In 2024, several governments are implementing decisive measures for mass deportations, blaming national security, economic pressures, or shifting public attitude. What is responsible for these abrupt changes? Number 10. United States, 2024. In what ways has popular sentiment in the United States influenced immigration policy in 2024? The United States has escalated deportation initiatives aimed at unauthorized immigrants and those exceeding their visa durations. Political pressure to address immigration concerns, particularly at the southern border, primarily motivates this action. Economic difficulties, including inflation and a depletion of public resources, have compelled the government to emphasize stringent enforcement of immigration regulations. Proponents of these policies contend that they are vital for ensuring national security and preserving American employment, whereas detractors underscore the humanitarian consequences, such as family separations and the sudden displacement of long-established community members. Number 9. United Kingdom. Post-Brexit immigration laws in the United Kingdom have resulted in a rise in deportations, particularly affecting non-EU migrants. In 2024, more stringent immigration controls and labor laws have led to an increase in expulsions, especially for those employed without legal licenses. Economic difficulties, housing deficits, and apprehensions over unlawful employment have intensified these efforts. Deportations are a component of the UK's comprehensive plan to regulate migration and prioritize British workers within the labour market. The impact on immigrant communities has been profound, leading to the displacement of several families and harsh conditions for individuals returning to their home countries. Number 8. Canada. What is the cause of Canada's significant increase in deportations in 2024, despite its well-known open immigration policies? In 2024, Canada, often praised for its progressive immigration policy, has unexpectedly escalated deportations aimed at unauthorized migrants and visa overstayers. Economic pressures, such as escalating housing expenses and healthcare requirements, have compelled the government to implement more stringent immigration regulations. While Canada continues to uphold its commitment to accepting refugees and skilled workers, officials contend that the expulsion of individuals lacking legal status is essential for preserving the integrity of its immigration system. Deportation policies have disproportionately impacted migrants from nations facing economic distress or violence, leaving them vulnerable upon repatriation. Number 7. France. France, a nation historically linked to liberty, equality, and fraternity, has seen increasing difficulties in reconciling immigration with integration. France, with its colonial past and status as a gateway to Europe, has been a significant destination for immigrants seeking improved possibilities. In recent years, France has intensified its immigration regulations, citing concerns over national security. Due to security concerns, economic pressures, and integration difficulties, the government has escalated deportations, especially of persons without legal status or deemed a danger to public order. Number 6. Australia. What is the function of offshore detention facilities in Australia's immigration enforcement? Australia's strict immigration policy persists in 2024, as evidenced by a notable increase in the expulsion of asylum seekers and visa overstayers. The government has constantly justified its strategy, underscoring the need for robust border security and the preservation of national sovereignty. Offshore detention camps remain essential in the management of migrants, while facing extensive criticism for substandard living conditions and alleged human rights violations. Deportation policies have significantly impacted migrant groups, especially those escaping violence or persecution. Number 5. Italy. In 2024, Italy has intensified deportation initiatives, primarily focusing on migrants from North Africa. In response to the surge of migrants arriving through the Mediterranean, the Italian government has implemented stricter immigration enforcement to alleviate strain on public services and tackle increasing unemployment. Deportations frequently involve individuals from conflict-affected areas, raising concerns regarding their safety upon repatriation. While the government asserts that these measures are essential for preserving stability, critics contend that Italy's strategy neglects the fundamental causes of migration, including poverty, warfare, and climate change. Humanitarian organizations persist in promoting more sustainable and humane immigration policies, underscoring the need for Europe-wide solutions to the migratory problem. The incident highlights the difficulties Italy has as a primary state in regulating irregular migration to Europe. Number 4. Malaysia. What are the primary factors influencing Russia's expulsion of Central Asian migrants? In 2024, Malaysia has escalated the deportation of undocumented migrant workers and refugees, citing labor market pressures and public safety concerns. Significantly affected are migrants from neighboring countries, particularly Indonesia and Myanmar, who face repatriation despite ongoing persecution in their homeland. The Malaysian government contends that enhanced immigration enforcement is essential for maintaining national stability and prioritizing domestic job prospects. International groups have condemned the absence of legal avenues for migrants to regularize their status. Detention facilities for unauthorized migrants have faced criticism for overcrowding and inadequate conditions. Malaysia's policies, designed to tackle economic and social issues, provoke ethical concerns about the treatment of vulnerable groups and the nation's dedication to international refugee rights. Number 3. Russia in 2024. Russia has escalated the expulsion of Central Asian migrants, attributing this action to economic difficulties and growing anti-immigrant sentiment. Migrant laborers, mostly engaged in construction and other labor-intensive sectors, encounter more stringent visa regulations and restricted legal safeguards. The administration contends that these regulations are essential to prioritize employment for Russian nationals and mitigate security issues. Nonetheless, deportations have unsettled migrant communities and elicited criticism for their severe execution. Many deported individuals face financial challenges and instability upon their return to their home countries. Human rights advocates persist. You advocate for equitable treatment of migrants, highlighting their contributions to the Russian economy. The issue underscores the intricate dynamics of immigration in Russia, where economic imperatives often clash with political agendas. Number 2. Japan. In 2024, Japan has maintained its stringent immigration enforcement by deporting unlawful migrants and those who have overstayed their visas. The nation confronts a paradox in reconciling its demand for foreign labor with stringent immigration policies, as an aging populace and diminishing workforce prevail. While the government justifies these measures by citing public safety and social stability, critics contend that deportations hinder attempts to mitigate Japan's labor shortages. The treatment of asylum seekers and inmates in immigration facilities has highlighted humanitarian issues. The discourse around Japan's immigration laws illustrates the larger difficulties in aligning economic requirements with cultural and political imperatives. Number 1. Saudi Arabia. What are the differences in deportation policy between developed and underdeveloped nations in 2024? In 2024, Saudi Arabia's enforcement against undocumented workers persists as part of its Vision 2030 reforms, which seek to diversify the economy and localize the workforce. Many affected individuals are labor migrants from South Asia and Africa facing deportation due to inadequate documentation. The Saudi government underscores the necessity of upholding immigration laws to safeguard local job markets and mitigate unemployment. However, critics contend that deported workers frequently endure severe conditions during and subsequent to their removal. Moreover, the kingdom's reliance on foreign labor in industries including construction and domestic services hampers these initiatives. What is your opinion regarding these policies? Convey your perspectives in the comments section below. Remember to like, subscribe, and activate the notification bell for further enlightening stuff.